What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett. I'm with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
The Saints fan.
What up?
And Quantum.
Yo.
For our weekly podcast known as the Squadcast, which we do every single Saturday. This is episode 44. And in this week's Squadcast, we have some very, very unique topics. Now, the first one being the heist cars that were leaked. There's a few cars that we want to discuss that you guys are really excited about. We also have our 2015 wish list for GT Online. We're going to be discussing some H1Z1 stuff, and of course, the speak pipe, where you guys submit the questions and we have the answers. So let's jump right into the first topic, which is the heist cars. Before we do so, I quickly want to recognize everyone that bought a Heist Life t-shirt. Thank you to every single one of you guys that took your time out of your day to grab one of those shirts. We had a huge success on Teespring. Ross, you want to talk about it really quickly?
Yeah, that was our first shirt we did as a group, the squad. I thought it was a really cool design. You guys sent out a ton of tweets and Instagrams. Like, it was a ridiculous amount. Like, the support was amazing. You guys really seemed to like it. I'm sure we're going to do more in the future. But, yeah, the support was incredible. So, just an overall thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Well,
it was a good experience.
I bought one, actually. I bought the first one that when it went up for sale, and those shirts are so, like, comfy. It's the nicest shirt. Like, they are so, like, just the feel of them. I don't know which one I got. I think it's, like, the first one that popped up, but, oh, they are really nice.
Hopefully we have some more shirts coming in the future because you guys really, really enjoyed this one. And for those of you that missed this shirt, don't worry. There might be some new shirts in the future, but the one that was sold with the Heist Life will probably not be sold again. But with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the Heist Car DLC list and some vehicles that you guys are excited for. So, Austin, what do you think, man?
All right, so we did. This actually came out, like earlier this week? I think on Monday or something. And I don't know who was the guy who found these, but in the iFruit app, I think it was, there was 7 new code names for vehicles. And one included the Karen Kuruma, which was the car that Rockstar showed in the Heist trailer and some of the pictures. And the other 6 cars was the Lampadati Casco, the Dinka Enduro, the Vapid Guardian, the HBY Insurgent, the Karen Technical, and the Principe Electro. So, like, right off the bat, 7 new cars in the DLC. Like, that just in and of itself,
epic.
that's awesome. And I guess we can just start from the first one and head down and I guess just talk a little bit about, like, what we think the car is going to be. So the Lampadati Casco. What do you guys think about that one?
It's going to be a sports car, no doubt. Lampadati is Maserati in real life, so any car that you think is a Maserati, some variant of that.
It must be like a new Maserati.
It could even be like a sedan, a 4-door. That's very possible too, because I think Lampadati is like
a 4-door Lampadati.
It's Maserati and Jaguar, isn't it? Like those two mixed. Yeah. I think it's gonna be some kind of sports sedan, some kind of like some 4-door vehicle that's pretty quick. Not of the fastest quality, but definitely a sleek-looking car that has some speed to it. Probably it might be even one of the best 4-door cars if it is a 4-door car.
Yeah, I'm thinking it actually, you bring up the 4-door point. That actually makes sense, right? If it's with Heist for people, 4 doors, obviously, because I guess the best 4-door now is the Sultan. So if the Sultan can get some competition, then that'd be pretty cool. Let's just hope it's not like, what was the last sports car to come out that like absolutely sucked?
That thing sucked so bad.
Rockstar, give us another like Masacro, because the Masacro and the Jester, those were some of the best sports cars. And
I actually forgot about that Ferrari. That car was such trash.
I don't think anybody has that car.
I don't know why they're like, this is a good idea. Let's put a really bad car and hope people buy it.
Like, I remember when well, obviously when GTA came out on Next Generation, it was the DLC car spawned in single player. And I was like, what new car is that? And I'm like, oh, that's the Ferrari. No wonder I didn't recognize it because it sucks. Like, I've never used it.
Yeah. So hopefully this one comes performance-wise good, or at least customization good. But yeah, so that's that. Moving on to the Dinka Enduro, though.
Now, I originally thought this was a bike, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Dinka is Honda, correct?
Correct.
So I'm thinking like a kind of like a hatchback, maybe like a little sedan car.
So you don't think it's a bike? Okay.
I don't think it's a bike because we'll get to that a little bit later. The last car.
All right. See, well, okay. Because I thought it was a bike simply because obviously the Dinka Thrust, that was a bike. So
that's a possibility.
I mean, what other cars were Dinkas in the? I don't know the cars by their names.
Ballista.
Yeah, Dinka Ballista.
Okay.
Ballista
stuff like that.
I know that the
what
Dinka.
Kinda,
it could be
for, like,
anything.
heist vehicles though.
I mean, I there's 7 vehicles on this list. We know that, there are cars on this list. There are some, non-cars, but they're industrial vehicles. And then we also could have 2 bikes. So this Enduro may be a motorcycle. We don't know. But we are, of course, speculating. It possibly could be a motorcycle or some kind of very quick little sports car.
I think one of my followers on Twitter, I don't remember his name, so sorry about that, bud, but he came up with something of a good theory here. So Dinka Enduro, maybe endurance, and I think he compared it to like a it was a bike. I can't remember exactly what the bike was named. It almost looked like a dirt bike. It wasn't a dirt bike because obviously those are in the game, but it's something like that where I don't know. It had like I forget what the real life was, but I don't know. It was something with endurance and all that.
I know what motorcycle you're talking about, but I can't think of it because I know it's a very, very expensive a Ducati.
It is.
It might be.
It's the no. It's the Husaberg Enduro. It literally has the exact same name.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was either I guess a bike or a little car.
It's something. Yeah.
So
I wonder how it's gonna tie into Heist though, because bikes obviously would be good for getaway, but I don't know like what like another ballista or something, how helpful or useful that would be.
Yeah. What do you think, Quantum?
That's weird because it is a dirt bike, but I can't imagine why they would add another one. They really don't need more than one. It looks the exact same as the one that's already in the game, but it could just be a coincidence. But yeah, I have to believe it's probably going to be a bike. Because if all of those are cars, I mean, ugh.
Yeah, they gotta have some variety. So that's one reason for it. But this is the one that confused me the most, just because of the variety of cars of that
Dinka
brand
makes.
in the game.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Dinka has like all sorts of cars. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Dinka, that could be a really crappy car, or it could be the fastest bike in the game. You just really never know.
Or it could be like the Thrust and be the fastest only when you pop a wheelie. Who knows?
Freaking Dinka.
But moving on, so we have the Vapid Guardian. Now this one. The name, like, I'm not gonna lie, I really like this one's name, the Guardian. Like that just sounds badass.
It sounds really cool.
Vapid is Ford, is that correct?
It is Ford, yes.
So I mean, when I first heard this, I was like, okay, I'm thinking a big truck, like a huge monster of a truck that could just not like a Sand King, but something that's definitely like
a 350 or something.
Like maybe like a 350, but very, very protected. Something like a SWAT truck almost, but it's civilianized, I guess. So someone like a Dubsta, but like a SWAT truck mixed together.
You mean like, but in the trailer, remember in the Heist trailer, we had those cars that had the body or the armor on, like the APCs.
It's possible
so kind of thinking it's that.
I'm thinking that's what it be, but without the gun on the top. Now, we're not sure if we can buy all these vehicles in online just yet. If they'll be coming to Los Santos or Southern San Andreas, or they'll be coming onto your phone at all if you can buy them. But we do know that these vehicles might be coming with the Heist. Whether or not we can have each of them. Yeah, whether or not we can have them, we don't know. Because if we do have a truck, let's say this is the truck that was in the Heist trailer, with a mounted gun on top, it will be its first of its kind.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see. That's probably going to be a Pegasus thing. I would have to imagine. I don't think they would allow you to call in your 50 cal truck and drive the thing around wherever you want. But
that would be pretty cool.
I mean, who knows? It would be nice, but I was kind of thinking maybe like a Raptor. I don't know. It's kind of a faster pickup truck, maybe something like that. But
I don't know if. In like the iFruit app, if like helicopters, their code names are over there.
Say that.
But the Guardian, it almost like I don't know. I just imagine like a helicopter like
Guardian. I mentioned that in my video
as a Guardian.
Guardian sounds like an Overwatch thing, like someone who overwatches you. And there was 2 helicopters in the trailer. One was like that Russian Hind helicopter, which is like a cousin of the Hunter, and then there was the Huey or the chopper gunner.
Yeah.
So. There's a possibility it's one of those, even though...
Did we say these were found in the iFruit app?
Yeah, they're found in iFruit directly. That's where the guy found them.
Do you know if you find like helicopters and stuff in there? Because that'd be nice to know.
I don't know. That's why I don't know.
Pegasus vehicles as well. Because if they're not, then
helicopters are Pegasus vehicles.
Yeah. So if all that stuff isn't in there, these might all be able to go in the garage. I mean, maybe.
Honestly, here's what I'm thinking.
And then there might be more.
Here's what I'm thinking. So right now in the game, you cannot call a jet as your Pegasus vehicle, right? So when the Heist come out with the Hunter or the Russian version of, everybody's like, it's not the Hunter, it's the Russian version or whatever. At the Hunter look-alike, that as well as the Hydra, those won't be in your Pegasus vehicle or your Pegasus list. Those, I'm assuming you'll probably have to go to like the military base or something to get, if they're even in the free roam of online. So maybe this Guardian is the one you just talked about, Ross, with the gun on the side. What's it called? I'm blanking on the name.
Chopper gunner, the Huey.
The chopper gunner, the Huey, yeah. And because that would kind of balance out the Buzzard that's in the game as a Pegasus vehicle, and that in real life, I mean, I guess it's kind of a Guardian-ish. So maybe the Guardian is the Huey. I don't know. That's my theory.
Yeah, who knows what this vehicle is? Because in a video, and I was corrected by thousands of people, thank you, I said that those like two boxy looking trucks with the Vapid logos on the front, I'm like, oh, that's a dead giveaway. It's a Vapid Guardian right there. But apparently that's like the Vapid Benson, which is a car that's already in the game.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
You talking about the APCs?
I'm talking about the trucks, the two black trucks that were in the same screenshot
In the trailer.
as the
Yeah.
Rebel with the minigun
Okay.
on the side or the back.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not those.
All
But
right.
the
Well,
next car is the HVY
yeah.
or Heavy Insurgent.
and see this one I think is the APC with the
Gotta
like
be.
the APC tank with the machine gun.
It's very possible. HVY or Heavy, they make industrialized type of vehicles. All their vehicles, they make the bulldozer in the game, they make the dock loader, they make the dock tug, they make all those types of vehicles. So even like the cranes and stuff, that's what this company does. So
Yep.
I mean, Insurgent, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, well, what if, this is just a theory, what if this is that yellow magnet thing that the cargo ball uses?
What's
That's
a
what I
car?
thought too.
Well,
What's a car though?
How do you know?
Cause
This is just a
Isn't
vehicle
it?
list. This is just, I guess, yeah, but
The Heavy Insurgent,
are
I think,
you-
is going to be the APC
I'm
tank.
confused what you mean by the magnet thing. What?
the name Insurgent, that just like the definition of Insurgent, like you just think an APC tank would fit that
Yeah, it's
definition.
yeah, no, for sure. But I tried rationalizing, well, it's an industrial piece of equipment or an industrial type of thing. So unless this is a industrialized,
but that was on the cargo bob. The magnet you're talking about was on the car. I think that's just going to be an attachment you can get for the car. I don't think that's like a separate thing.
like a separate name for the cargo bob.
No, I don't think. I think the most logical choice here is the APC tank.
It's got it. I believe it's the APC tank, and in one of the
No.
screenshots, you can see it in the background, and yeah, it looks like a big covered thing. If that is it, I'm just
The
thinking this is
APC
most
tank
likely.
in the trailer, wasn't there one without the machine gun, or my?
There was one in the screenshot without the machine gun. You could see the front of it and the side. And it did
Okay.
look like a heavy piece of equipment. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's gonna be like two different versions, or if that's gonna be like
yeah,
an
there's
upgrade
one
that you
where
can
like
get
the
in
back
Heists.
is open. It looks like people can sit down, and then the gun on the top.
And
Yeah,
the other
there's
one,
There's
one that's
one
shut.
where it's just all covered, which it
Yeah.
might. Be
yeah, which is like
something-
so far away you could barely even see it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like something that could be called definitely Insurgent with the way it's,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, structured. There's no gun on the top. There's a huge door in the back. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then the other one could be called the Guardian because it's got a gun, but
So what it
they
could
do
be,
look a lot alike.
yeah,
so I
what it
don't
could be
know.
is like the front one, or the one that's covered that you could actually probably buy, which is the Insurgent, and then the Guardian guards the Insurgent. Is that a possibility?
I don't know.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they're different car companies.
Do you think
So-
both? Yeah, and they
Because
look
if
a
one's
lot alike.
vapid,
That's
why
the
would one be
problem.
heavy?
That's very
Maybe
true.
one just costs more. Maybe one just costs. It's the same vehicle. Maybe just you have to
Yeah.
spend a little bit more to get more
True, and
armor.
they've
That's
been
a
known
possibility.
to do that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the race cars.
Yeah,
Here's some
look,
stickers. Please give me
Yeah,
200
well,
grand.
speaking of that, I mean, look, the Karen Kruma is the next one, and we saw that one with all the armor on it. So, maybe that's another upgrade that you can get just for Heist or something. Because
Are we
I'm
moving
assuming
on to
this card's
Kruma?
going to be in free roam. So, and I don't think they'll allow the armor in free roam.
Yeah,
the
the
Kuruma is a cool looking car. I
It
believe
is.
it's like a mix of a Mitsubishi Evo and then a Subaru
Mhm.
on the back. So
yep.
like a really cool styled car.
it's a really good mix of two really, really high performance sports cars. And when they showed it off in the high show, you could tell that it's going to be a pretty nice car to add to your garage.
Everybody was freaking out about it. Like, everybody loves the Evo, man.
I know.
Like, so many people.
That was
That's
actually
because everyone loves the what's it
Like,
called,
did I-
the rally
did I miss the
racing and all
club?
that stuff.
Yeah.
And the Evo's kind of.
I was gonna buy an Evo once. I was like, it's
For
a
your
nice
rally
car.
racing.
No, in Miami, it's a very popular car. The Evos are just really,
Wow.
really nice. But I think that the Karen Kuruma had huge love. It like from the start, it had huge support. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this car looks so cool!" And the way they featured it was just like so mysterious in many pictures. Like, and that was like the poster child or poster boy, poster car for the heists. I mean, you saw the Karen Kuruma at least 5 to 6 times, I think, in the heist trailer alone. They released tons of screenshots of it being in the background, in the foreground. There's a tons of different like pictures of it where Rockstar really wanted to showcase this new car without even saying. I don't think they ever said this is the Karen Kuruma, did they?
Not until like a week
Not until
later.
the Newswire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
or the
that's what I
Newswire.
thought. So, I mean, I look forward to that car. What about you guys?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it?
Was it a two-door
Like, are
or
these all
four-door?
going to be
Four-door.
online?
It's a four-door,
or
yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know just yet
I
if
mean,
we'll have
we
this in
don't
pre-roll.
know.
I have a hard time believing that they would put that in and not the Duke of Death. It's the same
Well,
thing.
I think the
Or maybe they'll
non-armored
add the
version
Duke of
is gonna
Death in.
be-
Maybe.
they'll
in
be the
online,
non-armored version online. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like that's why I'm thinking the
Well, I would
armor might
like
just
to
be
have the
an
armored
addition
one.
that you can buy for Heist.
Yeah, maybe.
Like maybe you
Huh.
had to spend a couple $1,000s for armor on your car. I don't know. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
that's
right.
just
It's
an
gonna be
idea.
like 100,000.
I mean, you had to
Probably.
do that in single player. I don't know if you guys remember the final heist mission. The way I did it, at least, it was you had to get like 4 bravado gauntlets,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
had like 4 tons worth of gold in the back. So you had to like
Mhm.
upgrade the suspension or whatnot just to complete the
Yeah.
heist mission. So I'm sure it'll be something similar like that. It's like if you want to complete this heist mission, you should put some armor on this car. And it'll like highly suggest that you go do that or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. But moving on to the second to last car, the Karen Technical.
That for sure is 100% for sure is the Karen Rebel with the gun on the back. Because
Yeah,
the term
that's what I'm
technical-
thinking.
The term technical literally means truck with mounted gun on the back.
Yep.
So
So and plus,
Safe
I
to
mean,
say.
like the Karen Rebel, obviously. So you know it's gonna be a type of car like that or truck like that. So yeah, that just makes the most sense.
yep.
Well,
But
So that's-
we have one more vehicle.
yeah, the Principe Electro.
And I can also 100% confirm that this is a bike because in the heist trailer, you can see a guy stepping off a new bike, a new body style of a bike, and it has the words Principe written on the side of it. So
Is
I'm
that the
actually
one they
trying-
showed at I think they were like on Hollywood Boulevard and it was like really dark. Is that bike?
There, it's that one, and it's when he's stopping a prison bus. I'm like scrambling to try
Okay,
to
the
find
prison
photo
bus.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about though. So that's
Okay,
the
I-
Principe Electro. So
Yep, I have it
real
right
quick,
here. I'm gonna
though-
link it in our chat so you can see.
Yeah.
okay. I'll probably throw up a picture on the screen so you guys watching can have an idea of what we're talking about here. But
Yeah, it's the guy with the Frankenstein mask, and he's like shooting the bus. And
yeah, and it says
that's-
Principe. It's kind
yeah,
of
so-
blurred, but yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, look, that's. I mean, it looks like a sports bike there, so that's pretty cool.
The
Yeah, it
people,
looks good.
people were saying that this bike might be an electric bike.
Oh boy.
Well,
We already
Principe
have one of
Electro.
those, don't we?
does
That
make
makes
sense.
sense.
And the thing sucks.
Electric.
Isn't it the one that you get with the
Collector's
Yes.
edition? Well,
Yeah,
me, I've
it's
never
trash.
experienced that.
It is horrible.
I mean, it depends on what. I mean, obviously, Rockstar they can make it good. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
look, that's pretty cool. But what were
Microphone
you saying
muted.
though, Ross? Because you were saying at the beginning we were talking about the
Microphone
Dink Enduro,
activated.
how you will wait until the end.
Oh,
You
I was just
wanna-
saying because the Principe Electro is a bike. Like, there's no getting around that. Like,
Okay,
that
so
is
you're
the
gonna say
Principe-
there's only one bike.
Yeah,
okay.
they might do 2 bikes, but like since there's pretty much one guaranteed, they might do another direction with the Dinka
Okay.
Enduro.
So basically, we know what the Electro is now. So that's a bike, pretty much confirmed. The Karen Technical, 99% sure that that's the Karen Rebel with the giant machine gun on the back. Karen Kuruma, we obviously already know. And then, I mean, the other 4, kind of up in the air, but we kind of have a general idea. I guess the one we really don't know about is the Guardian. That's like the only, that and the Enduro. Those are like the 2 that are gonna surprise us, I guess you could say. But look, 7 cars though. I mean, we said it at the beginning. That's huge. I mean, we normally get what, like 3 or 4. So,
Not even
excited.
recently.
well, exactly. Yeah. Now it's only what, like 1.
Yeah,
Or so- or
one and a
2.
bike. So
that's just cars and bikes. Like, to think if that Guardian isn't a helicopter, which I assume it's probably not, it'd be hard to believe that they'd have a Ford helicopter, but
And the
Yeah,
Hydra's not
like
even
all
on
the
that
stuff
list.
for the Pegasus and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Hydra isn't on this list because if this is iFruit, I'm thinking that the Hydra is not going to be affiliated with iFruit since you can't buy it or do anything to it.
It'll probably be
Like-
military base only.
Yeah,
If it's even in free mode.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So that's why that the Hydra and the Hunter aren't in this list. But I mean, look. I mean, final thoughts on these 7 things.
I think
excited.
I'm really excited. I think they're gonna add some flavor to GTA Online. Right now, as you guys know, for those that watch all our videos, we've expressed that GTA Online is on a on a slope right now.
Slacking right now.
It's not as hype as we want it to be, especially with the delay of PC, which is supposed to be coming out in a few days. Overall, I think that hopefully they announce something next month that's gonna be big. That'll get us all riled up and all
There might
ready.
be a Valentine's Day DLC.
Yep. And that's what we're waiting for to hear. I mean, hopefully
Yeah.
they do something. But with that, you guys want to jump into what you would
Yeah,
like to see?
transition to our next topic.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
talking
well,
about how it's
real
kind of
quick.
stale. So
It's gonna cost a lot of money, so you guys might want to start saving up. And these whenever it
cars
does come
are
out,
gonna
you're gonna
cost.
want to start like grinding missions because if there's 7 of these, and then you got Pegasus and everything, you're gonna need like 5 mil. So start doing races and death matches.
oh well,
and
no,
whatever you
they're
gotta do.
coming out with heists. Look, we'll just have to do a couple heists before we can buy them. That's all we need to do.
All right, sure.
Get some bank. But yeah, moving on. So like Gary was just saying, right now, it's kind of a little slow in GTA. So what we thought we'd do, and you guys can let us know in the comment section your 2015 wish list for GTA. And what do we want to do? Just like 3 things or 5 things?
Let's
or...
do
Go with
3
three.
things each. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 things. Okay.
And
I know what
Anybody
my
wanna
number
start
1
here?
is.
Ross, you take it first, I guess.
I
Since
will
you
go
have...
with, well, this is my personal number 1, but a super awesome single player expansion. I think it's
Alright.
time. It's been about a year and a fourth since GTA 5 came out. So I do think it's time to update the single player. If it's anything like the GTA 4 DLCs, it's something I know I'm going to be excited about. Not just because of the expansion of the campaign, but what typically comes with the DLC, which is new cars, clothing, guns, etc. So
Maybe
I
a
think
new
that'll
land.
be cool. Yes, new characters. That's what I'm excited
Okay.
about.
Anybody else want to take it? I'm trying to
Um,
think here.
My number 1 DLC I would like to see for GTA 5 as a whole, including GTA Online, would have to
Are we
be...
doing DLCs or are we just doing like just
It's
in
like a
general
wish list,
something
but that
to
just
add?
happened to be at the top of my wish
I'm
list.
gonna say I want a very, very customizable way of decorating your apartment as well as your vehicles. As we've always discussed, there's not really much customization you can do to all your vehicles that really make it your own. In addition to this, your apartments. We should have like some kind of Sims Force, like change up your apartment, change up where the couch is, move the TV around.
Hold on.
What?
I got an idea.
Okay.
Rockstar, you can thank me later. Everybody always complains about shark cards, how they don't want to buy them. But at the end of the day, that's what makes Rockstar money, right?
Yeah.
Rockstar, this is what you need to do. Start doing like other games and have microtransactions, not for money in the game, but for stuff like on your cars or like in your apartments or stuff like that where people can customize their own gear, their own stuff, like even guns potentially, so they feel more unique. And then it's like a win-win situation because they make more money and then maybe they can lessen up on these missions and give us some money to actually buy things in the game instead of making a lot of people buy shark cards, That's
So
just
like instead of shark cards giving us just
not
straight
instead
up
of
money,
shark cards, not instead of shark cards, but just have it like instead of buying, or not instead, but in addition to shark cards, have like apartment packs or like you can buy different skins for your guns, your cars, your apartment, and like other games have all this stuff for customizing their guns or whatever is in their game. Let's have it in GTA.
That'd be fun.
I think that'd be cool.
Yep. So there you go.
Like stuff
Could
you
you
only
imagine-
get if you buy.
Yeah,
basically.
could you imagine like we could do like apartment shows, and imagine like the car shows if they did have this crazy customization for cars. Like that would bring back people. Like people would if there was some level of crazy customization like Midnight Club LA, people would still be on this game customizing cars because that's something for whatever reason people just love.
I mean,
So,
it's,
yeah, that
it's
is
fun to make something your
a
own.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's a
That's
good one,
mine.
that's a good
That's
one.
mine.
That'll be like my number 2. My number 1, is I freaking say it like all the time. Rockstar, please give us like no cop lobbies or like sandbox mode or some.
They
that's
still
that's
haven't
my
done
wish
that.
list, man.
God.
Like just turn off every money aspect and everything in online, and take the cops out or give us a sandbox mode or something, man. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. What's your number 1, Quantum?
Oh, I gotta say, it's just pretty much. I hope they allow for, and maybe they will, but I hope they allow for dedicated servers on PC. I just want to be able to go on a server with the same people every day, play with them, and have mods in it, even like kind of like how Minecraft, some servers have plugins and stuff like that. Maybe GTA will have that, but that's probably way, way, way down the road, probably a year from now. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how they go with this whole PC thing and what they allow you to do.
Guess we're
Yeah,
just
it's definitely
have
gonna be
stay
interesting.
tuned.
As usual.
That's their-
Well, anything else?
I think
For the
that's
wish
it for
list?
me.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
the
hard
rest
to get
wanna see a
3. There's
story
no way to
DLC?
get 3. I mean,
I mean, like the rest is obvious. Like we're gonna get Heist, we're gonna get PC. They're gonna keep adding updates to Grand Theft Auto Online. So,
Anything in particular though?
I'd say expand on the holiday DLCs. So we've already seen that. Like this year's Christmas DLC, can we say was like 100 times better than the one last year?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're gonna do that for the other DLCs. So I think that the Valentine's Day DLC is gonna have more than just the Roosevelt and the Tommy gun, which we thought last year was like out of this world. We're like, oh, look at this new gun, this new vehicle. And then I think even Independence Day, looking towards July, Independence Day Special 2.0 is going to have more than a monster truck and a bike with the American flag on it. So I think that like the improved 2.0 versions of their holiday DLCs would be cool.
yeah, I just want to see them be consistent with those, maybe at least somewhat consistent, and maybe actually, and they will never do this, but keep us in the loop on it.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
will
not
Like
never
happening.
asking
do
them
that.
for the
but
secret formula to like
it
something.
just sucks when you're like, you can go a month up to a holiday and say, oh, yep, they're probably gonna release it. It's gonna be coming here. It's gonna be awesome, and then it comes to that day, and well, nope, they didn't do anything.
Well, an example, like I've
Yeah.
been watching a show on Netflix called House of Cards, which you guys know.
Yep.
And
Really
the
good.
main character always leaks stuff to the press. I wish Rockstar would just like, oh, here's a note, like there's a little leak, so it keeps people interested while we have these downtimes where like Rockstar would be like, hey Garrett, hey Ross, hey Austin, here's like a little DLC that might be coming called Agent Trevor. It's gonna be for a story mode, and we'll be like, oh my god, and we'll leak it. But
That'll work great.
that's not what they're doing.
No way that
just
can
yet.
go wrong.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I think besides all that, I mean, like, I bet you there's gonna be a ton of like want the casino as a wish list. So that you got to throw that in there. Honestly, I just want to see Rockstar take the next step in DLCs like for online, and they don't need to come out every month if they like make them pretty good. But after a while, just giving us a couple of cars, a couple of guns, a couple of new clothes, that's gonna get old. So I'm interested to see like what they're gonna do after Heist, like, because Heist is their big thing. So I'm wondering what like the next big thing's gonna be after Heist for online, not like a story mode or anything. So hopefully that comes out in 2015.
I agree. I want to see some kind of casino DLC like everybody else. I mean, that's just a thing that I would love to see, especially with the possibility of gambling and different things. They can bring like horse track, and then leading into horse track and new animals, pets. Just a video about the other day where I talked about what I'd like to see a pet DLC or some kind of animals integrated into GTA Online. And it may not be in like free roam, but just in your apartments. I want to go home and have like a little dog there waiting for me, or have like a little cat there waiting for me. Just adding more stuff to our apartments because we did spend a ton of money on them.
Man, I just thought about it, but if they do release gambling and online, you can imagine how addicted some people like become with that, and they'll just be buying
You know how many
shark
shark
cards
cards
and
they
spending all
sell?
their money, and they'll just be like, I gotta
Listen,
keep
dude,
going, man.
Rockstar.
I can just feel the jackpot one of these times. I gotta keep
Yep.
buying money.
Well, can you
That's
imagine
what other
the
games do. So
Can you imagine
You know?
if they did cases, like you had to open a case with the key,
Oh God.
like special crates, and inside the crates you get stuff, like really cool stuff. That'd be
Dude, that'll
interesting.
become pay to win. Can't have that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep.
No, like skins, like for your
I'm
cars.
joking, I'm joking.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
hell?
No.
That'd actually be pretty cool if you get like the rare, if they had cases where there was like rare skins and stuff, and yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, obviously they'd have to work on a bunch of skins, but I mean, look, if you want to make the game better,
I think it'd be
idea.
cool.
yeah.
I look forward to seeing what Rockstar has up their sleeves. But I think we pretty much covered all of what we would like to see in 2015. And if not, I'm sure we'll have videos coming out this week talking about different things that come up in our mind. But let's quickly discuss H1Z1. If you guys don't know what H1Z1 that are watching our podcast right now, and you have been missing out on the videos we've been posting on our channel, it's basically an open world, third-person and first-person shooter, which is like a survival zombie apocalypse, where similar
it's
to
a
DayZ,
survival that you can shoot in. See, Garrett thinks he needs
No.
to kill everybody in the game.
you do
A
need to kill.
shooter where you can survive is Garrett's thought on it.
No,
Yeah.
so anyways, it's like DayZ, but it's an alpha made by Sony, and they have a lot of stuff going on in the game. So overall, Austin, you seem to be the one most in love with this game.
Yeah,
You
dude.
want to talk about
I'm
it?
addicted to this game, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, see, the thing is, and there's been a couple other zombie games or survival games that have some aspects, or that this game has taken aspects from, but I don't know. And it is in early access. There's like, a bunch of stuff wrong still. They got to work on, but just like the way the zombies are, even though they're not that great just yet, they still are better than a lot of the other games zombies. Building and like
miles
you actually have a purpose in this game. See, like DayZ, I still love DayZ, and a lot of people are like, which one do you like better, DayZ or H1Z1? And it's like they're two totally different games, really. Like, yeah, they have zombies, but DayZ, the gunplay is so much better than H1Z1, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I don't know.
And- Well, it's more realistic, I guess, and where H1Z1 is more of like an arcadey type of thing, and H1Z1 obviously you can build like houses or bases and stuff. DayZ's it's not in there yet, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if it's just because it's only been out for a couple days. So we'll have to see if like the honeymoon phase goes away and people still play it in a couple weeks to a month or so. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Let us know in the comments. Actually, I just want to know like how many of you guys actually have either purchased H1Z1 or are like interested in it.
Yeah, I've been having a great time. I think Ross has as well, and so has Quantum. You want to talk about real quick, Quantum, what you liked about the game thus far?
Oh, I have recently discovered that I am very, very good at the gunplay in the game, so I've been enjoying a lot of that. And he says it's arcadey, but it's just kind of the look of the game. It's not as realistic as DayZ, which I still enjoyed. I mean, it's a great looking game and everything, but I'd say the gunplay is pretty good. There's bullet drop, all that type of stuff, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like the game will be probably one of the better of the survival ones. I know a lot of them have died off, like Rust and Forest and all of them. They've kind of died off. But if they keep, because they have updated and fixed so much stuff within this last week, and they've listened to the community on some points. But if they continue that, and who knows if they will, they might just cash out. But if they do, then it's going to be a very, very, very good game when it is fully released.
Yeah, it's interesting how we were just talking about like Rockstar is so like hush hush and everything. Yet like I'm just looking at like the Sony guys, they're all on Twitter, like they're going into people's streams and like talking to them and like interacting, telling them what's going on. Like if the server's down, like, all right, we're working on some stuff, we'll be good in like 30 minutes, like in somebody's Twitch chat. And it's like, I get Rockstar does their thing and like their thing's successful, they do it for a reason, but it's just, if they could do that, like it's a different experience with the developer. With this
it
game.
just feels so much more like personal. The game does. You actually know who the developers are. You can tweet at them, see what they're talking about, see what they plan on updating and all that. Which Rockstar is a huge company, so I couldn't tell you a single developer on their team, but yeah, no, and while you're playing the game, they'll send out messages to everyone. It'll pop up on your screen saying like, "Oh, we're updating the game in like an hour. It should only be down for this long, and so just be prepared and all that." And it's nice. I mean, it's cool to have the developers actually care somewhat. Not to say that other companies don't, but it really shows with them.
I agree. I think the game has a definitely, it definitely brings something new, fresh to the table in terms of the survival scene, and I look forward to seeing what Sony can do overall with the game. And anything else you want to guys point out real quick?
No, I think we pretty much covered all. But
We need a word.
A word, zombie.
That's a good one.
Put zombie in the comments right now, boys, if you guys have watched this thus far. But let's jump right into the speak pipe where you guys ask the questions and we have the answers. Well, we tried to. And
all right.
there we
This
go.
is the most enjoyable
Okay.
part of the squad.
Have you listened to these, or is this the Russian
maybe.
roulette
I think,
version?
no, this is not. This is not the Russian roulette version. So the first one we have
Oh,
is
God. He's
from
laughing. So it's gonna
Gary
be...
Barry.
There we go. I knew
Oh
it.
my god.
Let's see what he's got to say.
When do you think we will be able to store police cars in our garage? And do you think we will ever have uniforms? By the way, love the Squadcast.
There you go. He said it. He loves our Squadcast. I think,
Thank you, buddy.
in terms of uniforms, I'm assuming he's talking about military uniforms, correct?
No,
Yeah, like
police,
the ones
police,
we saw
police.
in the
Police uniforms.
I think he's
what
talking
was
about police uniforms because he said police cars. When do you think we'll store police cars in our garage and then police uniforms as
I
well?
thought he was talking about the
Yeah, the
what was
cool
that
military
one, the
ones.
San Andreas Flight School. Do you remember
Yeah.
the Army guys?
Yeah, they look so cool.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But police cars in our garage. I wish, man. I want any emergency vehicles in my car, in my garage.
We used to be able to do that. Oh,
Those
I
were the
forgot
days.
about
Back in
those
the day.
times, man. Putting like a fire truck and a cargo bob and
I
like
put
a
a jet in my
tank
garage.
Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous. Oh,
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Honestly, I would say they're not ever coming unless there's gonna be a cop DLC at one point. Like, I don't know. I just don't see Rockstar
Being
like
that
one day
generous.
just suddenly just being like, hey, you guys can have cop cars when they've done so much to like. you
I
know,
think that's a perfect DLC
against it.
theme. Like,
Oh, it is,
that's,
yeah.
That's written in stone. In fact, they don't even have to add cars. Like, literally, all the police vehicles are in the game. Just let us buy them, maybe customize them, change the paint, and store them. That's all we want.
Yep.
That'd be
But
so cool.
easy
moving
DLC.
on, we have the Derpy Cow.
Good username.
Let's see what he says.
Hey Squad, if you could have any addition to GTA PC that's not on console, what would it be? Mine would be custom-made servers where you can change several options, such as cops, changing gravity, and random things like that.
Guy
Well,
read
that's-
my mind.
That's a really good.
Quantum, is that your brother?
Yeah, right. Did you read your mind too, man?
Yeah.
Did you listen to this before we recorded? What's going on here? Is he listening right now? I don't know, but
that was
yeah,
really
it's a good
good
idea.
one.
Yeah, that's honestly what you said is basically what I want to see.
Yeah,
Yep.
same here.
You guys
That's-
have anything?
Maybe the that theater mode that they're adding, like an easier ability to do what we do, which is make like heist preps and
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
videos and stuff like that.
oh,
yeah, just like
it's
a
gonna be
theater
a
mode,
godsend
kind of like what
when
Black
that
Ops
thing
1
comes. Oh my god, it's
Mhm.
gonna be ridiculous. It's almost impossible to record the heist life now without just getting
No,
frustrated
You know
with
what?
each other.
Possible. We witnessed it.
I just
Well,
wanted so we
at
could-
least with the ideas that Austin comes up with that are beyond ridiculous.
Look, these guys can't handle my ideas. It's fine. I just want to be able. You know what?
The
Look, we'll
game
just make it
can't.
simple. Can we change the time of day in an invite-only lobby? If we can't get custom servers, at least when we're in an invite-only lobby, let us turn or change the
Oh, that is
weather,
the
change the
worst.
day and stuff.
Trying to
That is so
record, and then all of a
glorious.
sudden you're like, oh well, it's night.
Oh,
Time to
it's
sit
nighttime
around
for 800
20
minutes.
and then something
Yeah.
breaks, and then you waste all the day, and then it's night again when you're ready.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's move on to the next speak pipe. What else we got? I know you have
Alright,
an
so we got-
arsenal today.
We got Bradley here.
Hey, Austin, Ross, and Garrett. It's Bro20 from Garrett's stream, and I just wanted to know what games would you guys be playing right now if there was no GTA Online?
Oof. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate
H1Z1.
you watching my streams. But yeah, H1Z1's a huge contender in my book right now. Apparently, Call of Duty Zombies is coming out in a few days. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
test. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be
doing
playing that.
in a little bit,
what else?
I'm
Boy.
so excited for that.
dude. To be honest with
Counter
you,
Strike Global Offensive. Yeah, buddy.
I've
Yeah.
probably playing a lot of
Recently
like.
I've been
borderline
carrying these
prodigy
boys
at
so
that,
hard.
Ross is
Yeah,
a
I've been playing a
pro.
lot of PC games. There hasn't been that many like good consequences. I don't know. maybe. Well, I don't want to say not good, but I mean multiplayer like for the longevity. Like it used to be Call of Duty back
That's
in the
just
day, but
been
Call
this
of
past
Duty.
year. It's just
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
been
just like
rough.
everything, even like Battlefield wasn't like it didn't like pull me in like Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 did. Call of Duty for the past couple of years, I didn't. Oh God, hit the play button. But sorry about that. But no, you know, like just besides GTA, nothing's like pulled me in for multiplayer. So I don't probably CS:GO, DayZ, H1Z1, Arma, maybe I don't know. A lot of PC games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I've been playing A3L, which is an Arma mod. Lot of CS:GO. Oh man, I've been playing CS:GO like crazy. Been trying to help Austin get a rank, but he keeps making me lose every single game. And been playing with Garrett, and actually Ross played his first game and went
Was
ham.
fantastic.
He
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
It's so
Like,
good.
It is his game. Like, just wait until he starts being pro, and you'll see him on the pro teams, and he'll be at all the tournaments. So just be looking
all
out
the
for that.
sponsors and everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That'd be crazy. But let's go to the last speak pipe and let's wrap this bad
So
boy up.
the last one we have is from Cole.
Cole. Ooh.
Hey Squad, I am wondering if you think that in any future update we'll get cars from the storyline that we don't necessarily see in GTA Online, like the JB 700 with working guns and just stuff along the lines like that. Alright, let me know what you think. Thank you for answering.
Thanks, Cole. Personally, I would love to see the JB with working guns, but in reality, I don't think Rockstar will ever do that in free roam.
Yeah, if the Duke of Death didn't come in, then that's probably never going to come in. I mean, it's like even the Duke of Death wasn't a Pegasus vehicle, so yeah.
Although they have added like cars onto Pegasus, like they might add them in one DLC, or they might have been in for a while, and they'll add them in one of the updates. I think they've done that.
Yeah,
with a
maybe
couple
they are
cars.
waiting for some like.
So maybe
DLC
the Duke
to
of
add
Death
it.
will come in. I would hope, but you'll never really know.
It'll probably
I mean,
be a while before
I
that
can't
happens.
imagine why the armor is that big of a deal. Like, if it just doesn't let you shoot out of it, because the Zentorno and the Entity, you can't shoot through the back of them, so everyone just backs up
that's true.
towards you and shoots you.
That is true. That is actually. I didn't even think about that. But yeah.
Yeah, the armor, like, the cars can't be shot through, so what does it matter if they have armor on them or not?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good balance. They should bring that in, but you can't shoot out of it. But yeah, JB 700 or whatever it's called. I don't.
Yeah, JB 700.
Maybe a Pegasus vehicle.
Okay, yeah.
The James Bond car.
Yeah.
Get it? JB 700.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Got it.
I think overall, I think that Rockstar, if they decide to implement new cars from the story mode, they'll do it in slow progression. If there's any other cars that they're missing, they have been releasing more and more cars in GTA Online as quote-unquote DLC or updates just to keep people happy, and it's just a slow progression. They keep doing that. So we'll see what they include in future updates, but to wrap up Squadcast episode 44, is there anything else you guys want to add to this?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
pretty much it.
No. Yeah,
Well,
that's it.
Well, really quickly, I want to say thank you for everyone that watches our Squadcast on a weekly basis. If you guys do, let us know in the comment section. I know one very big fan of all of us is Killer Curio. He watches every single Squadcast, and he lets me know, as well as Steven from Twitter. Overall, you guys have been awesome. And anything you guys want to add?
That's it.
All right, boys.
Saturday.
Have a
you
great
guys
Saturday.
later.
Later, guys.
See ya.
Bye.